Imagine looking up at the night sky and realizing that what we call UFOs might not be visitors from distant stars, but travelers from our own future. Not aliens from another galaxy, not beings from another dimension, but humans, or post-humans who have already lived through what we are experiencing right now. The idea sounds like science fiction, but when you combine physics, history, eyewitness accounts, and modern science, this possibility becomes far more unsettling than simple alien invasion theories. Welcome to Information World. For decades, unidentified flying objects have defied conventional explanations. They appear suddenly, move in ways that break the known laws of aerodynamics, and disappear without leaving a trace. Governments have denied their existence, then quietly admitted they don't know what they are. Scientists argue, skeptics dismiss, and witnesses insist on what they saw. But one theory connects all these mysteries into a single, chilling explanation: UFOs may be time travelers. To understand why this idea is taken seriously by some physicists and researchers, we first need to understand how time itself works. Time is not as simple as a straight line moving from past to future. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time is flexible. It can slow down, speed up, and potentially loop under extreme conditions. In fact, mathematics does not forbid time travel. Certain solutions to Einstein's equations, such as closed time-like curves, suggest that moving backward or forward in time may be theoretically possible. If time travel is possible in the future, then one unavoidable consequence follows: someone might try to observe their past. Now consider the appearance of UFOs. They don't behave like spacecraft built for interstellar travel. Traditional alien ships would need massive energy sources to cross light years of space. They would likely emit radiation, heat signatures, or propulsion trails. Yet many UFOs appear silent, leave no exhaust, and accelerate instantly without visible engines. This behavior makes little sense for interstellar vehicles, but it makes much more sense for time manipulation technology. Time travel would require extreme control over gravity and space-time. Interestingly, many UFO reports describe gravitational effects, distorted air, electromagnetic interference, objects floating, and even witnesses experiencing time distortion, minutes passing in seconds, or hours vanishing entirely. These effects align closely with what advanced space-time manipulation might look like. Another disturbing detail is how UFOs seem deeply interested in human activity, not planetary resources. They appear near military bases, nuclear facilities, war zones, and major historical moments. If these were aliens exploring a new planet, why would they care so much about our weapons and conflicts? But if they were future humans, the reason becomes obvious. These locations represent turning points in human history, moments that could lead to extinction or survival. Nuclear weapons, in particular, appear again and again in UFO encounters. During the Cold War, multiple military personnel reported unidentified objects hovering over nuclear missile silos, disabling launch systems, or activating them without authorization. If humanity survives long enough to invent time travel, nuclear war would likely be one of the greatest threats in our past. Observing, monitoring, or even subtly influencing these moments could be critical to preserving their own timeline. Now consider the appearance of the beings reported inside UFOs. Many eyewitnesses describe humanoid figures: 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, eyes, and a body shape eerily similar to ours. This is strange if they evolved on a completely different planet with different conditions. Evolution is unpredictable. The odds of another species evolving to look almost exactly like humans are extremely low. But if these beings are future humans, their appearance suddenly makes perfect sense. Some theories suggest these beings are not aliens, but humans who have evolved over thousands or millions of years. Smaller bodies, larger heads, reduced muscle mass, and enhanced intelligence could be natural outcomes of advanced technology and artificial environments. Their pale skin could result from living indoors or underground. Their large eyes could be adapted for screens, darkness, or advanced visual processing. If this is true, UFOs may not be spacecraft at all, but time vehicles, machines designed to move through space-time rather than space itself. This idea also explains why UFOs crash. Interstellar travelers capable of crossing galaxies would likely have mastered navigation and safety. Yet history contains multiple alleged UFO crashes, such as the famous Roswell incident. Why would an advanced alien civilization make such basic errors? But time travel could be extremely dangerous. Even small miscalculations in space-time could cause catastrophic failure. A single error in timing or gravitational alignment could destroy the vehicle. Another strange pattern emerges when we examine how UFOs behave around humans. They often seem cautious, distant, and non-hostile. They observe but rarely interact openly. This behavior mirrors what scientists do when studying endangered species or sensitive ecosystems. If these are future humans, direct interaction could risk altering the past in unpredictable ways. This concept is known as the butterfly effect. Small changes in the past can cause massive changes in the future. Imagine a future civilization that depends on a specific historical outcome to exist. They would have strict rules about interference. Observation without contact would be the safest approach. This may also explain why governments are secretive about UFOs. The truth might not just be we don't know what they are, but something far more destabilizing. The idea that humanity survives long enough to invent time travel is hopeful, but the implication that our future is monitoring us because we are on the brink of catastrophe is terrifying. There is also the paradox problem. If time travelers exist, why don't they openly stop wars, prevent disasters, or warn us about pandemics? One possible answer is that they can't. Changing the past may be impossible or extremely limited. They may be constrained to observation only, or allowed to intervene only in very subtle ways that preserve the timeline. Another possibility is even darker. Perhaps they have tried to intervene before and failed. Maybe our history is already the result of their best attempt to prevent disaster. If that's true, then what we consider random events or coincidences could be the outcome of countless unseen corrections. Some physicists propose the idea of branching timelines. In this model, changing the past doesn't alter the original timeline, it creates a new one. If UFOs are time travelers, they may not even be from our future, but from an alternate future created by a different version of history. That would explain why they seem to study us rather than interact. We might not be their past, we might be a reference point. This theory also aligns with the lack of clear communication. If their timeline is different, sharing information with us might be meaningless or dangerous. Our choices could lead to outcomes they never experienced. Another chilling angle involves artificial intelligence. If future humans merge with AI, their consciousness may no longer be biological in the way we understand it. UFOs could be piloted by autonomous systems, not living beings. This would explain the extreme maneuvers that would instantly kill human pilots. The craft might not need to protect organic life at all. In that case, what we are seeing might be probes sent back in time by an advanced post-human intelligence machine studying their own origins. This brings us to the most unsettling question of all: why now? Why does UFO activity appear to be increasing in modern times? Why do we have more sightings, better recordings, and official acknowledgements today than ever before? The answer could be simple. We are approaching a critical point in history. Climate change, nuclear weapons, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology are converging at the same time. Humanity has never held this much power or faced this much risk. If future humans exist, this period may be one of the most important moments in their entire history. Everything that comes after may depend on what happens now. And yet, despite all this, the visitors remain silent. Perhaps they are waiting to see which path we choose. Perhaps they already know the outcome. Or perhaps they are not observers at all but survivors, desperately trying to understand how everything went wrong. If UFOs are time travelers, then the universe is not just watching us. We are watching ourselves. And the future may already be here, hovering quietly in our skies, waiting for history to unfold. If this idea changed the way you see UFOs and the future of humanity, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay with Information World for more mind-expanding explorations into the unknown.